Travis Scott is one of the biggest names in music today. Known for his high-energy performances, wild visuals, and massive hits like Sicko Mode, Travis became a superstar. But there was a moment when everything almost came crashing down. A single event shook his entire career and made people question whether he'd ever come back the same. We're talking about the Astroworld tragedy. Let's take a look at how Travis Scott nearly lost his career and what happened after. The rise of Travis Scott. Before the tragedy, Travis Scott was on top of the world. He started as a producer and rapper, slowly gaining attention with projects like Owl Pharaoh and Days Before Rodeo. His unique sound, a mix of trap beats, auto-tuned vocals, and psychedelic vibes, set him apart. When Rodeo dropped in 2015, Travis became one of the most talked about new artists. By the time Astroworld came out in 2018, he was a global superstar. The album had hits like Sicko Mode and Stargazing. It topped charts, won awards, and helped Travis sell out arenas around the world. His concerts became legendary for their energy, mosh pits, and chaos. Travis wasn't just a rapper, he was a brand. He collaborated with Nike, McDonald's, PlayStation, and even had a virtual concert in Fortnite. He was everywhere. But in 2021, during his Astroworld Festival in Houston, Texas, things went terribly wrong. The Astroworld tragedy. On November 5th, 2021, Travis Scott headlined the Astroworld Festival. Over 50,000 fans showed up, excited to see him perform live. The crowd was huge, the energy was wild, but what was supposed to be a celebration quickly turned into a nightmare. As Travis performed on stage, the crowd became dangerously packed. People started getting pushed, crushed, and unable to move. Some tried to scream for help, but the music was too loud. Others collapsed or fainted. Security struggled to control the chaos. By the end of the night, 10 people lost their lives and hundreds were injured. The news shocked the world. Videos from the concert showed fans begging for help, climbing on stage equipment, and trying to get someone's attention. Many people blamed Travis, saying he should have stopped the show. They felt like he ignored the signs and kept performing even as the crowd was suffering. Public backlash. The internet exploded with anger. People were heartbroken, confused, and furious. Hashtags like #cancel. Travis Scott started trending. Fans posted videos showing how dangerous the concert had been. Celebrities spoke out, saying the event was poorly planned and unsafe. Lawsuits started pouring in. Over 2,000 lawsuits were filed against Travis, Live Nation, and the event organizers. Families of the victims wanted justice. Some called it one of the deadliest concert tragedies in U.S. history. Travis tried to defend himself. In an interview, he said he didn't know how bad things were while he was on stage. He claimed the lights, noise, and stage setup made it hard to see what was happening in the crowd. He also offered to pay for the victims' funerals and launched a charity to improve concert safety. But many felt it was too little, too late. Silence and cancellations. After the tragedy, Travis Scott disappeared from the public eye. Brands started distancing themselves from him. His partnership with Dior was put on hold. His music was removed from some playlists. Shows were canceled. Even the Coachella Festival dropped him from their 2022 lineup. For months, he stayed mostly silent. No new music, no big appearances. People weren't sure if he'd ever return or if the public would even accept him again. It was a dark time. Travis had gone from being on top of the world to becoming one of the most controversial figures in music. The comeback. In mid-2022, Travis began to slowly return. He performed in smaller shows and started teasing new music. Some fans welcomed him back, saying everyone deserves a second chance. Others were still upset and felt like he hadn't taken enough responsibility. Then, in 2023, he dropped his album, Utopia. It was his first major release since the tragedy. The album went #1, and songs like Meltdown and Effine showed he hadn't lost his touch. But the world was watching. Every move he made, every word he said, people were analyzing it. Some praised the album and said he had grown as an artist. Others felt he should have addressed the tragedy more directly. Still, the numbers spoke for themselves. Travis Scott was back in the spotlight. What this taught us. The Astroworld tragedy showed us just how powerful and dangerous fame can be. Travis Scott built a brand around chaos, wild energy, and breaking the rules. But when that energy goes unchecked, real people can get hurt. Some say Travis was a victim of poor planning and miscommunication. Others say he should have done more to protect his fans. The truth is probably somewhere in between. But one thing is certain. The tragedy changed Travis Scott's career forever. He's still making music, he's still selling out shows. But the way people see him has changed. Some fans forgave him, others didn't. And some are still waiting for real accountability. Whether you love him or hate him, Travis Scott's story is a warning to artists, fans, and the music industry. Safety has to come first. The hype isn't worth it if people's lives are at risk. Final thoughts. Travis Scott came dangerously close to losing everything. His career, his image, his legacy. But through music, apologies, and time, he's trying to rebuild. The question is, will the world fully forgive him? Or will the shadow of Astroworld follow him forever? Let us know what you think in the comments. Has Travis done enough to make things right? Or should he still be held accountable? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories from the world of hip-hop